Items 1A through 3B, we do have a scheduled public hearing scheduled at 10:30. So if there's agenda item comment right now, this will be the time to make comment on items 1A through 3B.
Excuse me, could you clarify what's going to go on?
So items 1A through 3B are available for comment. There's a public hearing at 10:30, which is on page 2 of the agenda.
Thank you.
Anybody want to make comment on items 1A through 3B? Seeing no one, consent agenda.
Thank you. Item 1A is approval of vouchers for the week of June 27th. Item 1B is approval of payroll for the period ending June 24th. And item 1C is approval of workers' compensation expenditures for the months of April and May.
I move to approve the consent agenda.
It's moved and seconded. All in favor?
Aye.
Motion carries. Reports and presentations. Commissioner Rosales.
Yeah, last Friday I attended a special event at the CRTC, the Composites Recycling Technology Center. Senator Maria Cantwell was there, and she led the ceremonial signing of $15 million worth of MOUs between Peninsula College, the CRTC, and the Institute for Advanced Composites Manufacturing Innovation. And it was an exciting event for the community, certainly an exciting event for the CRTC. And the comment that I made to one of the fellow members of my tour as we were walking through the new facility is that it felt to me like we were taking a step into the future, or certainly into Cordiangelis' future. So I'm happy to report that things appear to be moving along in a very positive direction at the CRTC.
Nothing for me.
Yes. Annette Warren, our building official fire marshal, attended FEMA training at the National Education Center this last week. It's sponsored by NFIP, the National Floodplain Service Program, and they only chose 2 people from each state to attend, so there were 30 people. Then we've brought in 69 building permits in the month of June, and 20 others that are like heat pumps or manufacturing pumps. So there's going to be quite a bit of building going on. And there's a code change, so that's why it's such a big influx of permits. But we're going to continue to take in permits to the end of September for the old code and the new code. So people still have time to get changed.
I just mentioned that beginning next Monday will be the start of our chip seal program, weather permitting, of course, and the roads that are going to be done are all posted on available through the county road website. The plan is to start east part of the county, work our way to the west. So anybody has more specific questions, when and where, kind of depends on how the weather treats us and the day by day. So get hold of me if you want to.
One thing I'd like to say is as of, excuse me, as of Friday afternoon and through 9:30 this morning, the historic courthouse clock is keeping time to the minute. So I have never heard so many concerns as I've heard in the past few months. Believe me, we're trying to fix the problem, but things are going great so far.
Excuse me.
Thank you for that. Contracts and agreements.
Thank you. Item 2A is an interagency agreement with the State of Washington Administrative Office for the Courts for support of family and juvenile court meeting program, or court improvement program. There's no budgetary impact. The revenue funds and expenditures are already allocated in the budget. This is just the promulgation document that needs to be approved.
I move to approve the interagency agreement with the State of Washington Administrative Office of the Courts.
Seconded. Any questions, comments? All in favor? Aye. Motion carries.
Item 2B is a modification of the agreement with the United States Forest Service to increase funding and extend performance period to October 31st, 2017. All this was discussed in work session on June 27th.
I move to approve the modified agreement with the United States Forest Service.
It's moved and seconded. Any questions, comments? All in favor? Aye. Motion carries.
Item 2C is an agreement with Kathy J. Rowe to purchase an easement for the Olympic Discovery Trail project, all as described and discussed in work session June 27th. Total cost $677.57.
I move to approve the purchase of an easement from Kathy J. Rowe.
It's moved and seconded to accept the agreement. Any questions or comments? All in favor? Motion carries.
And item 2D is amendment number 1 with the Department of Ecology to allocate existing grant funds to the education and outreach task and revise deliverable due dates. No change in the dollar amount, all as was discussed in work session on June 27th.
I move to approve amendment 1 with the Department of Ecology.
It's moved and seconded. Any questions, comments? All in favor?
Aye.
Motion carries.
Item 2E is modification number 5 to the participating agreement with USDA, Forest Service, Olympic National Forest to extend the performance period to December 31st, 2016 in order to expend the remaining funding in the amount of $15,000, all as was discussed in work session on June 27th.
I move to approve modification 5 to the agreement with USDA, Forest Service, Olympic National Forest.
It's moved and seconded to accept this modification. Any questions, comments? All in favor?
Aye.
Motion carries. Bids and awards.
Item 3A is a notice of call for bids to be received no later than 10 a.m. July 26, 2016 for the courthouse boiler replacement project, all as was discussed in work session on June 27th.
I move to approve the call for bids for the courthouse boiler replacement project to be received no later than 10 a.m. July 26th.
It's moved and seconded. Any questions, comments? All in favor?
Aye.
Motion carries. And bid opening.
Item 3B is a bid opening for the mental health substance abuse intervention services in the public schools.
Sounds like Rich.